Welcome to today's Explainer. We're looking at the strange reason Erling Haaland is so good. I mean, you know he's an absolute machine on the pitch, right? We've all seen him make the back of the net bulge time and time again. But have you ever actually stopped and wondered exactly why he scores so many goals? Well, today we're going to decode that mystery. We're breaking down exactly how he does it, and honestly, the answer is a lot stranger and way more fascinating than you might expect. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's dive into this by starting with the most obvious question. Is it just physical talent? You know, when we watch a prolific goal scorer do their thing, our first instinct is usually to just chalk it all up to raw, natural genetic ability. We see someone absolutely dominating and assume, hey, they were simply born faster and stronger than everyone else out there. But is that the whole story here? Actually, not exactly. Section 1. A rare physical triple threat. Now, looking at the guy, he is over 6 feet 4 inches tall, incredibly fast, and surprisingly agile. And why does this matter so much? Well, because in professional football, most players are incredibly lucky if they possess just one of these advantages. Seriously, you might have a towering striker who wins all the headers, but is kind of slow. Or maybe a blazing fast winger who, gets pushed off the ball super easily. But Haaland, he's got all three. This completely unique physical build allows him to outrun defenders, absolutely dominate aerial battles, and seamlessly finish with either foot. He's literally a physical anomaly. But here is the confusing part. We've just established that he's this towering, lightning-fast powerhouse, right? So you'd think that's the whole story. But despite this insane physical dominance, his body actually isn't his biggest weapon on the pitch. I know, it sounds totally counterintuitive. Like, how can someone built like a tank rely on something else entirely? Section 2. His true secret weapon. It all comes down to positioning. He's constantly watching defenders and perfectly timing his runs to arrive in the exact right spot just as the ball gets there. Think about human nature for a second here. When you play a sport, or honestly, even when you're just watching it from the stands, what do? You watch the ball. Everyone watches the ball. But Haaland? He does the exact opposite. He focuses his attention entirely on the defenders. He maps out their movements, he hunts for their blind spots, and he calculates exactly when to trigger his run. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the stark contrast between perception and reality. Casual fans look at him and often think he's always just lucky. They think the ball just magically happens to fall right to his feet, again and again. But the reality? It's exceptional anticipation and movement. That luck you see is entirely manufactured. It's the direct result of that intense, laser-focused, off-the-ball attention we were just talking about. He isn't lucky. He's just mentally 2 steps ahead of the entire defense. Section 3. The minimal touch anomaly. This is an incredibly fun, really counterintuitive fact. In a vast majority of his matches, Haaland actually touches the ball far fewer times than almost any other forward on the pitch. Normally, you'd expect the star goal scorer, the main man, to be heavily involved in the build-up, constantly demanding the ball at his feet, but the data shows the exact opposite. He barely touches the ball, yet he consistently, almost inevitably, scores. And the profound realization here is this. He doesn't need to control the game. He just needs to be in the right place at the exact right moment. This whole anomaly proves that to be an absolutely lethal threat, you don't need to dictate the entire flow of the match. You don't need 100 touches to make an impact. By completely mastering his spatial awareness, a single, brilliantly timed touch is literally all he needs to change the outcome of a game entirely. It's a real game changer. Section 4. The ultimate football striker. So the crucial point is this lethal combination. It's not just one thing making him great, it's the perfect synergy of all three. Elite athleticism gives him the tools, perfect timing gives him the opening, and world-class positioning ensures he absolutely finishes the job. His secret isn't just his blinding speed, or his towering strength, or even his smarts alone. It's how incredibly seamlessly he weaves those 3 elements together into a singular, unstoppable force on the pitch. Which leaves us with this final provocative thought. Is he one of football's most dangerous strikers in history? Honestly, based on the completely unteachable physical gifts and the masterful tactical intelligence we've unpacked today, it's pretty hard to argue otherwise. He has completely redefined what it means to be efficient in front of the goal. I really hope this breakdown gave you a whole new way to watch him play the next time he takes the pitch. Keep asking questions, and thanks for joining today's Explainer.